What's up, guys? Welcome back. Konohamaru Rasengan. So, I don't know if I've drawn Konohamaru yet. Can't remember. But we're going to remedy that today. Landscape page, pencil eraser, hit pause if I go too fast. He's doing a Rasengan, so we have two hands and the energy sort of ball over here, right? So, center point to my page here. We're going to come across to the right, up a little bit. Head is in this space. So we start with the eyes. They're kind of like diagonal. So we go diagonal, up, and then typical sort of Naruto eyes, they have this little sort of spike here in the corner, like so. Get maybe a spike off the front, and you want your eyelid in anime to be a bit thicker than the rest, so just darken it up a bit. So bottom eyelid line, just in there. And then his iris, so he's looking up, so it comes down from top eyelid line. His eyebrow, so he's angry, shouting, so the eyebrow a tick, and it goes like right up underneath the headband, right? So it would go longer, but his headband cuts it off. So we can just see an eyelid line here, and then there. Maybe like a little cheek line that way. Now for the eyebrow as well, we want a little space that we can color brown, like so. So then measure that eye, come across the other side. You're about eye width across. That's the main thing to remember. So like the next eye will start about there, because we can fit this eye in between. We go up, across the top. And then it sort of spikes down. That way. And then we got the bottom eyelid line just in here. I'll thicken this up a little bit more. And then his iris doesn't have pupils, just like a blue eye coming down from the top eyelid there. Heavy frowning eyebrow again. Goes up that way. Add a little space for brown color. And then we got some eyelid lines again. So nose then. So just a little nose line there. And then we come down and just add nostrils. They don't do much else for noses in Naruto. Just sort of a little line from the eyebrow and then the nostrils just there. And then the mouth, so he's open mouth, right? So it kind of, you make it look like it's closed at first, but then his sort of mouth opens down here. And then it curves around, kind of like a letter D, you know, a capital letter D turned on its side. That kind of shape. And we can see top teeth. And then bottom teeth and tongue. Little line for bottom lip. And chin real close to the bottom lip now, because his head is kind of like he's lunging forward. So you want to just like add the chin sort of there. So his jaw, up the side. So about sort of in line with the top lip here, we change direction under the corner of his eye as well. So you're like under there, crossing top lip. And then you change your direction. Side of the head. Then he has just sideburns that come down from his headband as well. And the headband line. Boop. Just there. So his ear just comes around from the headband line. Like so. And then we have ear lines inside. So the easiest way, letter J, like that. You could leave it at that if you wanted, but some animes like to add some extra. Then its headband comes up the side here, kind of bumps. And then it curves. And over here we start to meet some hair spikes that like stick down on top of the headband. We got his metal plate, two curved lines, kind of like, you know, brackets. Good way of starting it. You know, like when you're writing words and you have brackets either side. And then we just join these together. Curved line across the top. And then a curved line across the bottom. You're kind of following the shape for his head. You know, it's curving around his forehead. And then it's got like a little sort of edge line, right? Along the top. A little sort of 3D kind of lighter sort of line just there. Makes it look a bit metallic-y and three-dimensional. Then we have metal studs. The leaf symbol, so it's just a spiral first, like that. And then this has a little tail sticking off. And then a little beak or arrow going that way. Hair then. Right, so he's got like straight up spikes here at first. Let me start to like curve back this way, right? All around the head. Typical sort of Naruto style hair spikes. So then Konohamaru has a blue scarf. Right, so this kind of bumps a little bit and comes around his neck. It wraps around here. Okay, there's the strap there as well, so we'll go up a bit higher. Go up this way. Just so it kind of disappears behind his headband, right? You can see a little bit of his hair on his neck. So say coming out from his jaw, there's just like a little gap here. And we can see a bit of a neckline. And then a couple of brown hair spikes there. And something similar on this side. Not the neck, but some hair. Up that way. And then this curves around. And then this goes up, boop, like so. Do 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 do. Okay, so body position now, right? So he's got that Junin sort of green armor, ninja armor, right? So we got like a strap, a brown strap, so. And then a green sort of chest plate. So it comes out for the strap sort of there, and then the chest plate comes around like that, right? So chest plate goes in, and then brown strap down here wraps around his body on this side. So like the side of his body sort of bumps a little bit down this way, right? So this is like a brown strap. And then we meet like this other chest plate here. Comes around behind his head. Right, so this has like a silver button. That one does as well. And then like his armpit and his arm goes out there. It's like a letter T. And then this bumps itself down. There's like armor here. It's kind of like flying up this way. Right. And he's got a belt across here. Like so. And then a little sort of armor line on his armpit. This line seems to keep going, right? So there's like a fold here and it goes down that way and then that way. And then we've got a bit of an edge line coming around this whole thing. Right? And then, so his thigh and legs. Right, so thigh. Just here. Got like his trousers going that way. And like the back of his pants here. Just going down off the page. And there's another little armor thing here. Like so. Right. So arms, right? So we got like a hand up here and then the Rasengan going this way, but he's got like a black sleeve on. And then his wrists. So we'll do those and then we'll deal with the rest of the arm, right? So say we'll do this side first. We'll just do up to the wrist. So when you're doing fabric, you got to do these kind of like bumping lines. It just makes it look like it's folding around his arm rather than just like straight, you know. Just makes it look a bit better, basically. Right, and you're getting sort of skinnier as we go. And then his sleeve folded up, coming around here, right? And then his wrist comes out from there, so you could do that relatively straight. Right, and then there'll be a hand and a big ball, but we'll do the other arm first. So this one's kind of higher up, so it goes, because we got like a bend in the elbow. Going up this way. Okay, so that's like his elbow there. And he's got some clothes that come around it, some fabric. And then it goes around his arm, and then the bicep. In there, and then he has a red band or something on his sleeve. And his forearm and his wrist just kind of stick out of here. Now, so everyone's favorite thing to do, drawing hands. So I'll zoom in for you. Up here, right? And we'll start with this hand. So the hand position, right? So we got this kind of L shape just here between the finger and the thumb, right? Like a little L, see that? And the thumb knuckle comes across there, and then it comes down and around. And you can add the thumbnail like that, sort of. So your thumb and your index are joined together, right? But you got this bump, this W sort of shape on the palm of your hand that will come around here, right? So we'll go 1 And this will join his baby finger as well, his pinky, right? So then the rest of the fingers are curved over like this, right? They curve over around from the thumb area. So for example, index, coming down that way, right? There's more detail lines, but we just get the general shape. This is the middle finger. The ring finger. And then the pinky. There. Now it's like all skin folds and fingernails and stuff, so we'll go back up to the index. We'll add some of these skin folds here. And on his middle finger. There's like fingernail lines and stuff. So it's like a gap between the fingers there. And there's another little gap. And then some like hand lines, like some skin folds on the hands as well. Like that, right? So that's that hand. The other one's like real small, further away from us, doing a relatively big Rasengan. Oh, and I forgot, there's these as well. Sort of ribbons for his headband. Right, so hand smaller, not as much detail on it, so which sometimes makes it harder, surprisingly. So the thumb starts to come out here, right? So it comes out for his thumb knuckle. And then up to there. These carving bump lines comes around the top. Into there. And we can only see two fingers, right? So your thumb is connected to your index, right? So it goes up there. It's kind of curled over, right? So kind of bumps up for his knuckle, down. Like so. And then the next one sticks out here, up. You can just see kind of the knuckle on top. And maybe some of the finger curved over at the back. And his little finger and knuckle kind of there as well. And that's that hand. Right, so now the Rasengan is just like a big circle. So if you have like something circular that will go there, like a plate or a stencil or anything at all that helps you draw circles, feel free to use them. Many artists use them all the time. So don't feel bad about using them. Or you can try and freehand it. So we're starting there, say that's about that big, right? So I'll just sketch it out sort of lightly until I'm kind of happy with the general, and then I'll try and like clean up the line. That's not bad. It's a pretty good circle. So right, so inside the Rasengan we usually have sort of like wind sort of stuff like this. Just these kind of spiraling sort of wind lines coming around from the center, just like a little sort of ball sort of inside, and they kind of like overlap sometimes. So you're kind of like sketching out like a 3D wind ball on the inside of the Rasengan. It's harder than it sounds, I guess. All right, and then just do some like wind and energy and stuff, kind of like coming out from here. Kind of spiraling around. You can do as much of that as you want, but I think I'll leave it there. Konohamaru, Rasengan. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.